Guys, welcome back. Part 14 of the deep playthrough, Dishonored, Death of the Outsider. We are at the third level called the bank heist. This is actually the very first scene, the cutscene introducing this level. Or actually, yeah, the intermittent cutscene between the second and this third level is in the previous part of the video at the ending. So we are now directly into the gameplay of the third level, and let's see what we have to do. We have to meet with Dot. Find Dot on deck to discuss the next steps of your mission. Afterwards, we have to return to Upper Syria. Return to Upper Syria once you've planned the heist with Dot. Okay, the level is called the bank job. The twin-bladed knife is being held inside Dolores Michael's bank. You've researched the security system and planned the heist accordingly. Travel to Upper Syria, break into the bank and steal the knife within. We have no mission clues yet. We have the two keys that we obtained in the previous part to open the locker containing the double-bladed knife. We have no contract yet. Powers are the same. Hopefully maybe we will get some more now from Dot. Bone charms, we have the same equipped as we had previously. Lore and maps, it's good to know that this is a testament that it's not being reset in between levels or anything. Like everything you find stays there. Audiographs, they also stay. The lore is still there, but the place every and the maps. This was the first level. This was the Albarca Bath, the second level, or actually both. This was just the way to from the boat to the baths. This was actually the first level. Upper Syria Strict was the second level, and we are now in the third level. What we didn't do in the previous level is listen to the audiographs. So maybe it's fun to do that now, also for completion's sake. It's a deep playthrough after all. So here we go. I think it's some singing from our superstar Sean Yon, who what was his ending? Yeah, we choked the oxygen out of his lungs. He's by this time probably singing again. But anyways, let's listen to them quickly. They're not that long.
In the month of darkness, seasons destroyed, a ritual killing bound his spirit to the void. Eyes drained of color, the beggar no more, to become what the believers waited for. They set him outside beyond the spears, quiet as the night, long like the years. He opened his eyes, as black as a dream, trying to speak his only words, a scream.
Okay, now I know why he's a superstar. He has like a golden throat, like a nightingale. Here we go with his second release. The first one was in the month of darkness. Now we are going to listen to Release Thy Golden Locks, Gloriana.
Release thy golden locks, Gloriana. Let the warm summer breeze so sway. Lie with me in bright sun, silken tresses undone, free plurals of youth while ye may.
I wish I had a golden nightingale throat like Sean Yoon. Goddamn. Third one of his repertoire, Among the Oxrush Blooms.
The meadow grass bent low and sweet, beneath the marching soldiers' feet. Bugles called in the glen strong and brave. When he came back, she made no sound. But lies the night at broken ground, where oxrush blooms upon his grave.
Where oxrush blooms upon his grave. Man, I would like to pursue a career in singing. Maybe I'm gonna go for Who's Got Talent. Or maybe not, because I won't make a lot of chance. Anyhow, all the way to the top right, we have our travel log with an exclamation mark pointing towards a new document. So I'll first read that before we have to get well prepared into the level. One last fight, first level, follow the ink, second level, and now the bank job. Breaking apart the outsider, the fucking outsider himself, on my ship, like he'd been waiting for me. Now I'm writing this down with half a hand and an eye that will never shut again. I can't touch them without shuddering. It feels just like the dreams. What did he see? Everything? If the Abbey's right. He has to know what Dot and I are planning. Why tear half of me away? The eyeless kill over scraps of magic, and now I can see where the world is cracking like a mirror. I didn't want any of this. Does the outsider always talk like that? Cryptic little shit. No wonder Dot hates him. Many eyes. Dot used to say that everything in Dunwall was tangled together, that nothing was a coincidence. Well, it's true for Kanaka too. The eyeless might seem like a bunch of thugs trading bloody bones and foul recipes, but their coin flows from richer vein. I found two of their leaders, Shan Yun, the Tuvian songbird, and Ivan Jacobi, a city administrator. They have the knife that killed the outsider, and they're keeping it hidden away behind lies and locked doors. But now I have their keys, and somewhere in Dolores Michael's bank is a lock that needs turning. I won't let the eyeless stay hidden anymore. Not myself. I see shadows everywhere. This dead eye looks, and my right arm twitches and blurs as if it'll start moving on its own. Oh, I see shadows everywhere this dead eye looks, and my right arm twitches and blurs as if it'll start moving on its own. These things aren't a part of me, but I can't escape them. The outsider changed me into something I still don't understand. In Dunwall, Dot told me that no one was innocent and gave me the means to judge them. Does the outsider expect me to look down at him like I can look down at Karnaka and holds his life in this broken hand? Does he want to see me carve up this city to find him? I know he's watching. Well, I'm staring right back. Alright, that was about that for the preparation. Probably we have some more to read in the little bedroom of ours. Yeah, man, I'm getting all coffee because of that golden throaty vocals that I pumped out just a minute ago. No, just kidding. Alright. Can't sleep. I don't know what else the outsider did to me, but the dreams changed the day he took my arm and eye away. Maybe he sent those nightmares to start with. I don't know. But now they're all nothing but black, ringing with whispers in some language I can't understand. I wake up staring at my dead arm, half in this world and half in the void. The sound still echoing between my ears. That's still better than the nights when I can't sleep at all. Every shadow, every twitch of movement, every breath, and this black eye catches it and keeps me awake. I can't shut it out, and this arm lying with every move it makes. These things aren't a part of me. Are they a part of him? Who would want to see it through the outsider's eyes? Poor Billy. Deirdre, once again. That was her childhood sweetheart. I kept the red charm closed last night when I tried to sleep, hoping for more than darkness in my dreams, and just for a moment she was with me in the cold. Deirdre. That same sweet face I always knew. She touched my right hand and I twitched like it was dying, like I couldn't control it. I wanted to hide it from her. She didn't need to see what I'd become, but her eyes were dark and she wouldn't look away. Then she reached out and took my other hand, the one that was all flesh, and kissed my fingertips like she used to. I could have cried. It felt so real. She came close and whispered something in my ear. I felt her breath on my neck, felt her cold palm on my cheek. But I can't remember what she said. It was like trying to hear a voice whispering across the water. Outsider's blood. I'd give anything to know what she said. I'm going to lose everything again. I can feel it. Poor Billy. Alright, we already read that one, the bank job. We also read that one earlier. Empress Emily Cotton removes the heel fractures of the Empire. We already read this one, but I'm just seeing whether there's something mentioned on Cienfuegos pharmacist being killed, because I also maybe somewhere read that because I read it somewhere, but I don't remember where. And then I checked the internet a bit, and it maybe also said that it was somewhere in a paper here, but it was probably in the previous level, because first I think there was a paper here. It's not now there anymore, because it's probably old news. Time has passed since then. So let's go to Dot. Hello, Octopussy. Pussy Doctopus. No, Pussy Docto. Dot's journal 2. She's done good work. I knew she would. Still, I know she has doubts. I asked her to do something that would terrify most. I don't blame her for questioning me. I won't live to kill the outsider myself. He knows that, and so does she. Her face is lined with fear, guilt, and that eye always staring. I don't know what she'll have to confront in the void, but she's prepared. Will the outsider cower, like all the people I killed? Or will he know that he deserves what's coming, just as I do? I don't know what he thinks. He's talking to Billy now, not me. Sometimes I worry that all I did was burden her with my grudges, but I know she has her own reason for seeing this through. She wouldn't be doing this if she didn't. I know you're reading this, Billy. I could never keep much hidden from you. You know I've never been a sentimental man. I couldn't be. But you never let go of things that made you feel whole. And that's just another way you're better than I ever was. But you never... There are some things we can't say aloud, so I'll write this one. Whatever you do next, I'm proud of you. Remember that. Damn sentimental writings over here, man. I'm getting all sentimental on it. Okay, anyhow, we also have to push through, because we are on the hunt for collectibles, stealthy approach, 100% completion, which we already screwed up because we didn't got all the coins and paintings and whatever we missed.
She can see it all. The void breaking and spreading through all the cracks, like seawater sinking on the ship.
Okay. Hello, Pot. Cool, it's all dynamic. This game really amazes me. In that sense, it does have like a similarity to Skyrim, where you could do the throw voice or the shout voice on the table, and everything, all the pots and pans are scattered around. I hope this is the Red Boys book. If that's the case, that would be so cool. I've been looking for it in the other part like for an hour. It's not. The Knife of Dunwall, excerpt from a penny novel, chapter 3. Dodd stared at the blade. The plan had gone perfectly, even better than he could have hoped. In fact, the whole thing had been too easy. But now that was over, he felt hollow, and there was nothing in the world that could fill him again. He knew it with a certainty that scared him. Billy called from the next room. Boss? Leave me. He nudged the door closed before she could say anything else. He trusted her more than any of them, but he didn't feel like talking. Cleaning the blood from the blade, he studied the marks it made on the cloth. Royal blood, but it looked the same as any he'd seen before. Weren't the high and mighty supposed to be filled with something different? Something better? Dodd was tired. No amount of blood could change the way he felt. He didn't drink as a general rule, and sex had never interested him. He felt a kind of exhaustion that couldn't be soothed away. A smile crept across his mouth. The knife of Dunwall, exhausted, and yet something else. What was it he was feeling exactly? He looked into Jessamine Scoldwin's eyes at the moment her life slipped away. And in that moment a thought occurred to him. He'd made a mistake. He'd been misled. That kind of thinking was useless. She was just as dead, whether he regretted it or not. But he'd seen his true face reflected in her eyes, seen himself for what he really was. Not a renowned assassin, not some great shaper of history, just another playing piece in an unknowable game. Okay, so Dodd actually killed the Empress, the mother of Emily, I guess. That was Jessamine. Whoa. And by the way, then also in Dishonored 2, which I started to play through, but I have to get into, then this game came out. So I will finish it after this one. Or maybe after I do, it depends on whether Wolfenstein comes in between, but and maybe the Evil Within 2. But anyways, I'm gonna play that. And there you have like this coup d'etat. Like this takeover of power by the woman, and she is mentioned in the journal piece, but now I'm thinking which journal piece that was. Yeah, man, I do have a bit of OCD, I guess, because I immediately, it was Can't Sleep, no, it's not here, then it was here. The journal, no. Maybe it was this one, it's not too long ago. I will not take this too longer, guys, sorry, but I'm just... So you have Emily Coldwin, you have Jasmine Coldwin, and you have that woman that took the... God damn it. The Abbey of Everman condemns any continued study into the void and its existence, but consider... No. Come on. Come on, people. No, we're already at the red boy, number 2, and I still want to find number 1, but that's so annoying. So that one moment. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no. Nope. No contracts, no question, no mission clues. Okay, I can just as well, of course, simply look it up on the internet. But that's the thing, I find that a bit annoying, that I know it is somewhere here. I saw it really not too long ago. And then, okay, give me 1 more minute and then I'll continue. No, it's not here. It's not there. Journal, wasn't it here? Send it, no. Because they said, I think, usurper to be or somebody. And her name is literally on my lips. I really cannot do this because anybody who took it this long into the walkthrough, my respect, because I know it's a long one. But yeah, I don't blame you if you are tuning out now, that is actually probably what I would do myself as well, because this is just stupid. This is actually also more or less what I did in the other video I told in the previous part, that I didn't edit anything on this playthrough, except for yeah, I simply cannot find it. It's really annoying. Except for that part in the previous video where I got totally carried away with also knowing that I read something somewhere about the Chen Fuegos pharmacist, where I read that he was dead, because I knew it beforehand, but I couldn't find the piece of text anymore, and that took so long that I thought, yeah, okay, this is really too crazy, just like I'm doing now, so I will quit it. And then I actually edited it out. Yeah, sorry, but I will just now Google it, because then we can at least get a bit ahead. It was the usurper of Dishonored 2, and her name is... character, plot, and missions. Okay. You have... Come on, people. Give me some loving. No. Dishonored 2. Then we do antagonist. Antagonist. And we get the name. Yeah, would it be Delilah Copperspoon? I think so, huh? That is the one. Now I don't even... Oh yeah. Delilah Copperspoon, and that is... No, for during her reign is a major character in the Dishonored franchise, appearing the Brian the later, which she is made the same Delilah. She 15 years after her defeat, she resurges in Dishonored 2 as the main antagonist and successfully usurps Empress Emily. Okay, so Delilah Copperspoon, and I'm sure it is maybe even on multiple locations in the journal, but yeah, I cannot retrieve it. I wanted to say I cannot retrieve it quickly, but even I actually tried pretty long, so I also cannot retrieve it not quickly, like with my full attention and time. I am unable to retrieve it. Cool lighting, huh? This, like here, the horizon, is this crimson? Nah, it's a bit yellowish reddish evening sun, and then you have like the internal, the hull of the ship with some gas lanterns. Very atmospheric. Where we are now, actually really cool done. Every time you're here at the ship, there's a different weather going on. Holy shit, he looks yeah, not that healthy. Yeah, that's really cool. At one point it was really gloomy and like rough weathers. The other time it was pretty sunny, if I remember correctly. Now it's more like yeah, late at in the afternoon, I think. Very nice lighting, and also yeah, it's just they came a long way since Dishonored 1. Dishonored 1 was itself a very cool game, but again, it really makes you feel more and more like, even without VR and stuff, like you're actually in a world. Man, I wish I was 5 years old all over again. And then starting from here. When I was 5, I played games. And they were like 3 blocks and like yeah, you couldn't even call it graphics or textures. It was like Commodore 64 graphics. There were like a couple of blocks with colors on it, and that yeah must
It's time.
That
Soon you'll have the knife that can end him.
that was the world then at the time. Okay, this is our plan. We're going like full preparation, like Grand Theft Auto 5, before the bank heists. Oh, maybe it's a throwback to that, where you also plan and get your crew together. By the way, is that maybe the book I was looking for?
The bank is owned and managed by Dolores Michaels. I've cased the place and talked to some people, and there are few ways inside. Others have tried and failed to rob it before.
They didn't have the focus we do. We're not after coin. How do you plan to get inside?
There are 3 possible ways. The roof, the trash disposal, and the sewers. All of them might work. Once I'm in, I need to find the vault. The knife must be in there.
The security in the bank will be high. What have you learned?
Not much. Guards, clockwork soldiers, and a lot of locked doors that can only be opened remotely. And that's all before I'd reach the vault itself.
There's an intake port on the roof that leads to the bank's ventilation system. If you find enough laudanum, most of the bank's security will be days before you even get inside.
There was a pharmacy in the district, but it's been seized by the bank. I'll see what I can find.
I know how resourceful you can be. These keys you found with the eyeless leaders will lead you to whatever holds the knife. You'll also need the bank manager's key. Deal with her how you see fit.
Then I'm ready.
Good.
Do you want me to stay?
No. There's nothing you can do for me here. Go get the knife. Kill the outsider. I trust you to finish this.
I will, Dowd. One way or another.
You've seen more than most. What we did years ago. The witches who tried to take the throne. The eyeless, keeping me in that pit. But I've been to the void, Billy. All the bitterness, hatred, and fear. And the outsider gets to choose who wields his black magic and who cowers in the dark. That's something no one should decide.
Do you really think he's to blame for all of that? For what we all did?
The outsider gave me his mark, knowing what I could do with that kind of power. For years, I carved up Dunwall from the inside until it fell apart. The world doesn't need more men like me.
Okay. But I was hoping actually that he would give us some extra cool powers. It doesn't look like that. So that's a bummer. Anyways, is this our missing book?
The bank will be difficult. But I know you've walked out of worse.
Dude, I'm trying to get the book, not your voice.
After hours, it should just be night guards. A handful of accountants. And Dolores Michaels herself.
Trust Michaels with your treasures. Okay, with the sewer entrance. That's actually the one I also already saw with Foresight. We have the rooftop door. Oh no, the sewer entrance I thought was over there. There's also a gate there in the rocky wall, so to say. Trash disposal, bank custodian. That is probably the gallery, the apartment complex where you can get in. That's yeah, probably or apparently a trash disposal. And then we have the pharmacy. I must say that the pharmacy here and the bank there the distance looks like way bigger than it in real life is. In real life I think they are way closer to each other. in real life. Ah, okay, the pharmacy is here, but only the note is written there. I'm not sure why that is. But whatever. Missing farm. Yeah, this is the piece on Cienfuegos being killed. And I think, I'm not sure whether this is also the piece I read earlier, and hence I knew up front he was killed before we got to his pharmacy in the previous part. Or whether it was a totally different piece of text which mentions something the same along those lines, but whatever, let's read it. The horrifying find of a bloodless body in an alley of Jaconda Street has the Grand Guard on high alert. The victim was Eleuterio Cienfuegos, a respected pharmacist whose family business has been a part of the Upper Sierra district community for over 50 years. His body was exsanguinated at another location and dumped in the alley. The same method used in several other recent deaths. The guard has had no comment on the apparent serial murders, leading some residents to question what they're hiding. It's another crown killer, that's what, claims local baker Madeira Jimenez. The guard says, don't panic, but why wouldn't we? We're all at risk. A reward is offered for information related to Cienfuegos' murder. Yeah, I'm not sure whether this is the piece I read before, but whatever. Changing bank codes. Got your message, but I can't help you. That bank security is an insult to hard-working robbers. They use some sort of public announcement system there. You gotta have the right codes to get past the checkpoints. But the thing is, the codes change with every guard shift. No point my making a list. It'll be useless by the time you got it. You're on your own with this one. Good luck.
The guards use authorization codes over a public announcement system to issue orders, but it changes every shift. There's no way to find them out without going in.
Those codes will be useful to reach the most sensitive parts of the bank. I know you'll be able to find them one way or another.
Okay, so we have codes we can find. We have laudanum, that's some anesthetic or to knock out guards, which we can find. We can check that in the pharmacy. That is Miss Dolores Michaels. This is the bank. Yeah, this does main vault. Yeah, okay, doesn't really say too much. All changes should be approved by architect. That's a nice little detail that are actually construction drawings, schematics. Yeah, I guess we're ready to rumble.
When you have the knife, find out where the Eyeless make their headquarters. That will bring you one step closer to the outsider's throat. I won't see what the world becomes when the outsider dies. It's strange to see you change like this, but I know you're still my Billy.
Billy the Kid.
And I trust you. When you have the knife, you have to find a way to reach the void. I'm sure the Eyeless know. When you find the outsider in the void, end him. The world will be better off without that black-eyed bastard giving out his magic to the lucky few.
That was like an insinuative, accidental move I made, like Billy going on her knees. That was not what I was.
They say cursed spirits wander the void. I've wandered this world long enough.
I wanted to use this one, not do this. Crazy Billy.
Leave me, Billy. I can't do anything for you.
Come on, Dot, you're my mentor.
Go.
Nope.
You know the knife is in the bank vault.
Which bank? Oh. Ah, you're actually... I find that pretty cool. A lot of games, they just simply fall into repetition. In this game, he is actually now, if his dialogue has been exhausted, He is simply not actionable anymore. Or interactable. Or however you call it. If you're a native English speaker, which I am not, unfortunately. I would have loved to have lived a couple of years in the United States. Now it's a bit late, but I like the English part of the world, the UK and the US. Anyhow, I also like the Netherlands. It's a bit small, but it's nice and cozy. Looks pretty cool to me, this. And that's very coolio. A weird graphic glitch. Like, we don't care. Let's go. Where's our skiff? Do we have our skiff now? That would be cool. Why is our little boat not put alongside our main vessel? Because we can go with the railway cart, but the boat is way cooler. It's not here, huh? Ah, there it is.
Seemed out
Nice.
so weak. I might never see him again.
Yeah, you will. Come on, hang in there, Billy. Okay, we can take a... Yeah, let's take a refreshing dive. Just like to end the day like on a refreshing note. Like so. Whew. Ooh, she's breathing below. Let's get. Do you think we will die here? Wait. Oops. One more time. Yeah, it doesn't really work. Okay, then not. Let's get to our skiff. Too bad there aren't any fishies. I would have put some fishies in the water. Just for immersiveness sake. Okay, here's our boat. And here we certified seaworthy by L. Lieutenant Dunbar. That sounds good. Here we go. Cool. We are in our speedboat. Back to Upper Syria. The dreadful whale, our ship, leaving it behind. Cool, that was what I was expecting. We are indeed in...
I just need to figure out. Hurry up! The longer we stay here, the better our odds are of getting caught.
Think you can crack this lock any faster? Be my guest.
Oh, sorry, Sal. I know you got it under control. I'm just worried about those guards we saw earlier. No amount of coin is worth going to Rombbb prison. Let's get in and get out fast, okay?
That's the plan.
Where are those robbers? I hear robbers. Are they here? Public sale, very good. Lawfully see-through default on debts owed to Dolores Michaels, Banks and Associated. Deposit in Rombbb. Today, Collectibles Plaza.
And you'll have to lie in it. I don't make my bed. That's what it says.
I already read a bit. It will be a bit of a spoiler, but I cannot keep it to myself. I think that public sale of goods is actually the pharmacy that was seized after the death of Mr. Cienfuegos. that will be sold, I guess, at the auction over there, public auction, their goods. Anyways, what I was hoping and also expecting a bit is that we are now at nighttime Upper Sierra district, and check out how cool it looks. It's amazing. It really has like, man, this is so cool. It really has like this cozy, majestic atmosphere. Cozy yet majestic. And yeah, it gives a totally new vibe to the area. We already know it, of course, by heart. Meanwhile, but yeah, this gives a different edge to it. So very nice. Now actually this boat is also manned. Hey dude, what's up, man? I'm gonna read your note. Can I pick up that? No.
Another day like yesterday?
Oops.
I'll give it up for good. I don't have time for the likes of you.
Very, very cool. Oops. Okay, let's listen to some hints.
Bones burn in a new living doll. No one sees them. Feet pass over from the street. Stones press down. Boom hisses. Hisses alone. Teeth and claws. Sniff us out and swallow us alive. Stick us full pits and burn our flesh. Teeth crunching bones eat us whole. Now its swollen stomachs patches out. Delicious blood, delicious insides. Eat the first, best flesh. Red eyes, sleek fur. Whiskers touch, scent of mountain. Bite, clean body. Fur soft and hot.
Last one.
Metal teeth clamping their tails and tongues. Leave us to starve. Break our bones.
Okay, that were our hints from the Red Whispers. Let's check what contracts we have, or whether we have to get them from somewhere else, like the black market. Use one of 3 possible methods to break into Dolores Michaels' bank. Okay, the first one is optional. Search the custodian's apartment. The bank custodian lives on the Duchess Lysandra Avenue. He should have a key to access the sanitation area from outside. Proceed to the bank. Go to the Dolores Deposit Loan Bank and break in. Okay, let's break into the bank. Optional. Sedate the bank personnel. There's a pharmacy nearby that might sell just the right thing to put the bank personnel to sleep. Optional. Look for the pharmacy. Find the district's pharmacy and look for laudanum once you're there. Okay, that's good that we explored that much in the previous part. We already know exactly where this is. Review the contracts. Read the contracts at the black market to find out about available mercenary work in Upper Syria. Optional. Find the black market. The contracts are on display at the black market in Upper Syria. Okay, know where that one is. Mission clues. This is one of the tips we just got from the Reds. A single bone charm. The Reds have spotted a powerful bone charm nearby. It's hidden under a wooden crate, somewhere in the streets of Upper Syria. Okay, somewhere in the streets. That's like not really... that doesn't really narrow it down or anything. Lore and maps. Changing bank codes. Got your message, but I can't help you. The bank security. Okay, we already read that one. And that was that. So maybe if there's a wooden crate here, there would be some super powerful bone charm. And apparently you can see bone charms more easily. They glow if you use foresight. Ah, actually I see it now. There it is. Or not. Oh. let's check it out. This is the little apartment where we stuffed all those bodies. That was also one thing I noticed from the scorecard of the previous level. I missed quite a lot of bone charm, so I should use foresight more, because then otherwise I would also for sure have missed this one. Hello. Okay, let's see what it does. Hello. By the way, I'm saving the recording for a sec, just to be sure. And here we're back again. Which one? Increased jump height, health, appetite, food, restores more health. Don't care for that one. Alright. These, we all know these ones. You choke enemies unconscious slightly more faster. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't care for them. I mean, I find it actually immersive that you have to do a bit of effort to get somebody unconscious, and it also enhances detention a bit. Like it increases your chance of being detected a bit. So I actually don't need any quick choke. Yeah, man, it's such a cool world. Check it out. I only wonder. Brined hagfish, menu type 8, 3 rations. I only wonder. Hello?
I have nothing to say to you.
Okay. Whether there are now new guards on the streets. Yes, there are.
Forgot to ask her where she had her silver embroidered jacket made.
Yeah, whatever. I have to save the game. Didn't save for quite a while. And probably we're gonna screw it up right as now. Because that's another guard moving up the stairs. Moving down the stairs. Let's see if we can make it to the black market.
What a day.
Well, I heard somebody screaming, but whatever. That's actually also still here. Now I know how we can.
Please take a look around. We have the best wares for discerning guests such as yourself.
Now I know how we can get into this.
I changed the security system. Don't worry, everything's perfectly safe and under control now.
Yeah, actually, there used to be a code here that. That's too bad, because I found
What
it.
would Karnaca become without its black market? Even districts like Upper Syria. Some affairs need to be done under the counter.
I found it actually a bit of a challenge to retrieve that code. That was still on our to-do list. But now I know how to get in there, and that is through the hatch over here. I'm not sure whether that was in the previous part as well. But actually, no, I don't think it was. I would have noticed it. I think going in there via here is way easier than, of course, through the code. I searched pretty thoroughly here, and I even tried, like here, 2, 3, 3 as a combination, like stupid things, and I really couldn't find it. So I think that's a missed station. That boat sailed away. Let's see what she has on offer.
I provide only the finest service with absolute discretion.
Okay, good for you. Let's check the gear. No. What are these? No. 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 No, we'll pick them up somewhere else. Semblance can be used to briefly blind enemies in combat. No. We don't go for combat. Brief invisibility after moving with displace. Displace distance is reduced. No. Poppy tincture. A sleep-inducing opiate from Cienfuegos pharmacy. Yeah, sounds pretty cool, but we're going with the laudanum, which we're gonna find. And this one is pretty expensive, 800. I prefer just to get some other upgrade. High pressure. Explosives from grenades, oil tanks and bottles inflict more damage. Grenades, oil tanks and bottles have a smaller blast radius. Nope. No need for this
stuff. I took over the shop recently. The previous owner had an accident.
Ooh.
You're armed to the teeth.
Okay, unlocks 2 additional bone charm slots. We have that one. Increase mine storage. No. Increase grenade. No. Increase voltaic shot. No. Silent. No. Voltaic gun. Special ammo storage. Nope. Increases grenade by 2. No. Enhances optics with a second greater level. Yeah, we got that one. Reduces damage. Nope. You are less visible. We already have that one. Yeah, it's all the same as we said had before. It's not a new inventory or stock. Faster reload. No. Enables molecular to electrical burst. No. Voltaic shot. Yeah, we have that. Allows the use of mundane items as ammunition. Okay. Enables black market shops to sell bolts. Yeah, emulating bolts. No. Increases damage for the charge shot and enables various alternate functions. Okay, the functions, that could well be interesting. So maybe we'll go with that one. I like creativity. I don't need lethality, but I do like creativity. As in options to approach a situation. Enables black market shop to sell grenades. No. Metal sticky grenades. Hyperbaric grenades. Yeah, that is actually a cool one. Hyperbaric. A bit overpowered, because with one throw you can really take out like 3 peoples. I did it once. Or maybe 2 peoples I did. Or actually 3, I don't know. No, the 3 was with a bottle of ether or some, I don't remember, but you can take out many. A metal shell grenade, no. Impact grenade, no. Reduce the noise produced by hyperbaric, no. Extend the radius of sticky grenades. Nope. Yeah, we could go with this one. Okay, when triggered, this tightly spring razor, no. Hook mine. No. Salvage mines. Enter hook mines can be salvaged to make a brand new hook mine. Yeah, I don't care for that. Extend the reach. No, that's too easy. Each spring razor works twice. No, it's lethal. Increased radius for spring razors. Nope. Okay, so let's go with the voltaic alternate functions upgrade for the voltaic shot.
I'm certain you'll be satisfied with your purchase.
But it says and enables various alternate functions. I'm pretty curious when or where that will be explained. Enables black market shops to sell hyperbaric grenades. Let's go for that, just for the fun of it.
An excellent choice.
And then immediately see if they have them on stock.
Do find us again.
Whatever. Is this a hyperbaric grenade? Yes. Special grenade exploding in a circular non-lethal blast. Oh, they're pretty cheap, man. Thank you very much. I think we're good.
I hope you'll think of me again.
We will. I will. There's only one thing I'm gonna put down now, or write down, because I was curious. Dishonored. What the door combination was, where to find it, because Dishonored door combination, black market. Because as much as I would love to, I think this game has quite some replayability, especially with the bank job. You have three ways in, three ways of approaching the bank heist. I must be realistic. Probably I will not replay it after this deep playthrough. So I'm just curious what I missed on where that door combination was. Here was like a combination mechanism. And yeah, now it has been uninstalled. But I'm just curious where it was. So that is what I will do after I will finish this part of the video. We will read the contracts, and we will still, I think we'll rob her a bit, or at least see what is inside. First, read the contracts. Okay, now we have them all. Rags to riches to rags. Overheard at the Spectre Club, someone quite drunk bragging loudly. When I first came to Karnaca, I only had 315 coin to my name. And today I opened my own lockbox at the bank. 3 cocktails later, it was revealed that said lockbox is next to some journalists and contains a precious gemstone. Get me that gem. Quiet as a mouse. Merle Janet has an appointment with the director of the bank tonight. She plans to store her most precious belongings there, one of which is an infamous address book. We need you to copy down page 125 without raising suspicion. That means no getting caught and no harming bank personnel. Okay, wasn't intending to harm them anyways. The art connoisseur, super funny picture. Or the head. An exquisite painting by Duke Abel himself is currently locked up on a delivery boat in Upper Syria. Such a masterpiece deserves to be cherished by someone who can fully appreciate its worth. Not bought or sold or traded away for a few lousy pawn charms. I'm offering a substantial reward to whoever steals it for me. That's, I think, the boat that we already walked, besides her skiff, that with the guy on it, that I already climbed on the little boat housing. And this guy actually is going to hire some secret dark agents to retrieve the painting, but check out what painting he wants. I mean, would you want that comical head? Yeah, it makes you laugh, but would you want it in your living room on your wall? I don't know. I mean, it does make, if you have it in your bedroom and you get you awake in the morning, of course your day starts well. If you look at that guy, like, okay, yeah, funny, let's start the day now. So it could have a positive effect, but to actually have it stolen for, oh, it's only 150 your coin reward, but anyways. Art is subjective and taste is personal. Pickpocket's delight. Quick errand for the talented pickpocket. There's an elite guard stationed on Cadmus Abel Plaza here in Upper Syria. He has a note attached to his belt that he is planning to deliver tonight. Do me a favor and steal the note without him or anyone else noticing. If they catch you, you ain't getting paid. Okay, so that are our 4 contracts. Perfect. Let's see what happens here. Holy smack, what's all this? I think this is some kind of time sequence, because you don't have that much time. Man, it's actually, there's no, huh? Ah, did they throw us? Like, That would be funny, like doing like super obvious that roster over there, and then it's leading to nowhere. Yeah, that would be, I would say, deserve my respect.
Always a pleasure to serve you.
Can't we get through there? Ah man, I could have done that maybe in the beginning also. Oh no, we cannot get through there. Why not? Why can we get through there but not through there? That's stupid. Strictly cash. New. What's this? Okay, here we go. Hey. Yeah, there I don't really see anything, huh? Nothing much to be gained from that. Probably there is, and I'm simply overlooking it again, as usual. Cool. A lot of games have like stuff like that, just not dynamic. And here it's all it are physical objects. Super cool. We cannot push it. Okay, guys, I think I have to call it a night because it's already past midnight. Tomorrow is a working day for me. Of course, I hope... Holy shit, check out that. It's like some kind of whale. I, of course, hope to grow the channel. And of course do this as my full-time job. Then I would upload way more and have way longer sessions. Or yeah, quicker and frequent uploads. But we have to be realistic. Chances of that happening are like 0.01%. I will try it, though. I will give it my best shot. And I forgot what I wanted to say, but that anyhow, yeah, for now it's yeah, I'm not there yet, so I will have to get some other form of income, meaning that during the day from 9 till 6 I'm sitting on a chair behind the computer, not gaming, which is actually super annoying. And I have to do that tomorrow, so this is maybe a good part to cut off the video, to end this part. Tomorrow I will continue. We will hunt for the contracts. We will check the app pharmacist for the laudanum. We will, yeah, we already got like that bone charm that the rats hinted on. Yeah, and then in the end we will go and enter the bank and try to steal the double-edged knife. And I'm not sure whether that's the last part of the DLC. I think there is a one level afterwards even. But we will see. We also still have the full game of Dishonored 2 on our to-do list. I think in the 12th October or something, Wolfenstein 2 comes out. I would love to do a playthrough on that one. I really like the first one of the reboot. The Evil Within 2 is coming out. I think I will do a playthrough on that one. Then we have Dishonored 2. Then of course the winter season is coming, Christmas season. It's not that far from now. I'm not really sure what will be releasing around that time, but there are always some gems in there. So I'm sure there will be lots of playthroughs to enjoy after this little DLC. And I call it little DLC, but in the meantime, of course, we globally already took 21 hours and we are, I think, halfway. So it's actually in my pace, it is like a full-blown, full-length game actually, and now I'm being a bit scared about the full game of Dishonored, how much time that's gonna cost me. But anyways, doesn't matter as long as you're having fun and as long as you never forget, and I am now not joking anymore, I'm 100% fully serious, as long as you never forget to keep on gaming. See you later, guys. Bye bye.